concealing top. Ah, that's unexpected. If only we could get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator.
Yes. Another time. I need to focus on finding Rahitra. Suppress his warlike tendencies.
Grab the blueprints. Shit. What do you have in mind there?
Without spirit. Without glory.
Glory?
I'm thinking out loud. This cruiser of theirs seems so powerful. Worthy of the mightiest space conquerors. Yet on this planet, all that awaited its crew was death. Not glory.
Oh, gotta make
There's one more thing, Yasna. This is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates...
What is it, Astrogator?
Headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Kondor. And they have no idea of the danger.
So our mission made no sense from the start. We wanted to outplay the Alliance, but instead we got ourselves into the same trouble.
We still don't know everything, but yes, they're on a rescue mission.
Not really sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing for us. But compared to space battles, I want to say it might be like a faction war between these guys.
I'm in the cargo hold.
Understood.
Okay. That says Kondor with a C, but this is spelled with a K. So which one is right? And look at that. More dead astronauts.
You came at last.
Rahitra.
At least you got to
Where
park
are
a little
you?
closer.
If you're saying something, use the intercom. A small button to the right of the floor section. Yes, that one. Exactly.
Couldn't you have woken me up?
Oh, I can hear you now. Honestly, I preferred not to. You ready? Yasna?
What for exactly?
Oh, I thought we settled this. We will destroy the cloud. If you have doubts, then I'll manage on my own.
Oh boy, that's how I'm doing this right.
I'm ready.
Great. I'm closing the door, and I'm sending the elevator to the upper deck. Now listen,
If I had any other choice.
you won't get to the bridge right away. Only elevators in the intersection go there.
Uh-huh.
So let me know when you transfer. I hope everything's clear. Over now.
still have to transfer.
Time to do some snooping around.
It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here?
What the? You saw that one, right?
Someone tried to eat soap.
You do what you gotta do, right? Oh. Oh, there it is.
They considered even the most absurd forms of protection against a cloud. And I don't blame them. Huh. Is that why the flies didn't wipe out all of my memory? Because I fell into a natural stupor. It makes some sense, I guess. So apparently there's hope. We can... No. Wait. The memories won't come back. So much for the hope.
Eesh.
He couldn't get out. Poor bastard.
Man, that must have sucked, just waking up to die like that. What's this?
This soporific could be useful, although I prefer not to have to use it. Rahitra must have given them something to calm them down, as he did in the hideout.
Some more cigarettes.
I'm here. I transferred.
You checked on Spliskus and Lendor. How nice of you.
How did you know?
It doesn't take a genius to figure out why it took you so long. Plus, I have the camera feed. Waiting for you on the bridge. Over and out.
Smart ass. But he was right.
Dirac field. Ready to activate. Spherical thrower. Anti...
Rahitra!
Here. Please take the position next to me. Help me.
How?
Sit down and you'll see. The probes are already in the air. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start. I can't wait any longer.
All right. Have it your way. Okay, I'm ready.
Play some Space Invaders.
What am I looking at?
It'll be... number 5, a long-range one. It sees the entire perimeter. Better switch to a closer one.
There's the Cyclops.
Great. Force field activation.
I confirm. Field active. The cloud's within reach.
I'm shooting.
The close range is dead.
No wonder. It's boiling over there.
It's getting overrun.
The field is shrinking.
Calm down, Yasna. It will hold.
Whoa!
Oh, beautiful.
That was kind of cool.
It's not a machine, it's the devil himself. I'm telling you. Shit! I'm losing connection. Do you see anything?
They're creating a tight formation. A cyclone.
Fucking shit!
That can't be good, right? What was that?
You tell me. Can't you see
Got it.
anything?
Thing got nuked.
The mid-range is dead.
How about the long range?
The long range works. The cloud has stopped attacking. The Cyclops is...
It did.
Huh?
What the?
What is it doing? What did you see? Yasna!
The cloud won.
What? You said...
Don't count on the Cyclops anymore. Circus must have gone haywire. It shot down the probes. Now it's probably operating with a new goal. Like all those machines earlier.
I don't understand. How? This is pure madness.
Hey, at least we still have the Invincible.
Don't mock me.
I'm not mocking you, Rahitra. They really are flying here. They'll be here in about... Just hold on for a moment. I'll find out.
Kondor, are you there? This is the commander of the IC Dragonfly unit, Astrogator Novik.
Astrogator, this is Yasna. I managed to get to the Kondor's bridge. Rahitra and I led the attack on the cloud, but the Cyclops...
Failed?
Worse. The Cyclops got out of control, knocked down the probes.
I had a feeling it would end like this. Do you know what Rahitra is planning now?
I have no idea.
Well, then I need to talk to him.
You, sir?
Yes. Can you switch me somehow?
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now. Done. Please talk.
Hello, Kondor. He was just
Astrogator
T-posing.
Nov, commander of the
Don't think I
IC
saw
Dragonfly
that.
ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Kondor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. I'd even say that your crew is working on it pretty damn actively. We stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Rahitra. Please, just tell me straight. What are you up to?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives, cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Rahitra?
A
Are you
nitrogen bomb?
serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh, that's quite an arsenal. Over the top, I'd say.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. That amount of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Rahitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
I understand, yes. Although it's hard to talk about revenge here. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. And probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. That's why I would consider this problem in the category of neutralization. Not vengeance. After all, nothing guarantees the flies will stay on Regis 3 if they continue to evolve.
Wait a minute, Doctor. Even if they were to master space navigation, wouldn't it take hundreds of thousands of years?
Millions of years, even, considering the evolutionary timeline. However, they could threaten humanity much sooner, by sheer chance.
Not a chance I'm willing to take.
Let's not overreact. If we factor in sheer chance, we might as well get killed by a meteor.
No, Novik. It's not a meteor or an ocean or a storm. They don't hunt or degrade or cripple you mentally.
You, Rahitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Goodwin, are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget for Hydra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yes, sir. What do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react to radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Oh, they certainly competed with the local fauna. We've seen fish that evolved to sense electromagnetic fields. And underground, I found fossils of lizard-like reptiles. Some of them must have been predatory.
Well, I find it hard to believe that any prehistoric reptiles would possess our level of technology, not to mention an arsenal.
Well, they wouldn't have. But there were other machines here as well.
Other machines? I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Our cyberneticist had a hypothesis before he lost consciousness.
About the Lyrans.
Yes, that one.
Lyrans. Lyrans. It does ring a bell. Wasn't there a book about them?
The Kraven's monograph. According to his notes, before the explosion of Zeta Lyra, the sixth planet of the system was inhabited by intelligent beings. Let's say their scout ship landed here and that a disaster occurred. Some kind of reactor explosion, chain reaction. Suffice to say, the wreckage that landed on Regis 3 had no living beings on board.
Only the machines survived.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What's a guiding principle of a homeostat?
I don't...
That was a rhetorical question. It's all about survival in changing conditions, even the harshest ones. Further forms of necroevolution were no longer threatened by the local fauna, but they had to find sources of energy and materials from which they could produce replacement parts and offspring. Originally, their descendants were undoubtedly powered by radiant radiation. But on Regis, there are no radioactive elements at all.
Ah, sounds familiar. When the energy runs out, you have to wheel and deal.
Yes, the default source wasn't available anywhere. So they had to look for an alternative. There was a severe energy crisis and a conflict among the machines. Simply put, they fought to survive. Exist. That's what evolution is all about. About selection.
Wait, Doctor. We've established that these beings are mindless. Shouldn't the organisms with the most developed nervous systems win the game of evolution? In this case, instead of a nervous system, there was some kind of electrical one, but the principle remains the same.
Not exactly, sir. The most advanced of the mechanisms that landed here derived energy from their own radioactive resources. Simpler devices such as small repair systems could have had solar panels. And in that case, would have had a significant advantage over the others.
But the other ones could defend themselves. They could attack.
With atomic power, yes, that's possible. But I see it differently. In necroevolution, the most successful beings were those that excelled in miniaturization above all else. Also, the sedentary creations. The former gave rise to the cloud, which the flies form when necessary, in pursuit of a common interest. Meanwhile, the sedentary ones gave rise to a peculiar species of metallic vegetation. Those structures formed the city.
So, it's still functional?
No. For some reason, the city lost a fight for survival. And now, there are only rusting remains. Only one form survived. The microbots that conquered the land on Regis 3.
So, these flies just adapted best.
To the conditions of this planet. Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. The local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply.
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. Makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir. Do you agree?
Well,
Yeah, I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the cloud to regenerate.
what if we destroy their nests?
No, Ritra. Unless we want to destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food, only solar energy.
But what else can we do, if not attack?
We can leave this place and never come back. We have a lander.
Sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. You, on the other hand? I'm surprised you didn't evacuate already.
Well, I had to make sure you won't do something you'll deeply regret.
Let's drop it, all right? Further discussion is pointless. The charges are almost ready.
Rahitra, for fuck's sake, be reasonable.
You won't stand down, will you?
An escalatory solution won't work. Will only needlessly draw the cloud's attention. And I won't have you endanger my subordinate.
Oh, good one. I wasn't the one who sent her to the surface of this shithole of a planet.
Yes, I admit. We've all made mistakes. Placed too much trust in our blasters and sensors, in our protective fields. Rahitra? Rahitra?
I won't answer you, sir.
Had to do it, man.
Not anymore.
Did you neutralize him?
I put him to sleep. It's cruel, I know. He will forget everything. All over again.
No, you did the right thing. He wasn't listening to reason. Would have blown everything up. Most likely along with the both of you. You actually saved his life.
I hope the Invincible's crew thinks the same.
The Invincible? Are you saying that...
Yes, I'm staying on Regis 3.
Yes, sir.
You should fly away, Astrogator. Warn everyone from the Commonwealth. And I'll warn those who come here. So, all we can do now is...
Yes, indeed, Doctor. Yes, sir. It was truly an honor. I'm having a hard time finding the right words.
I know I couldn't keep my mouth shut. Sometimes. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm extremely grateful to you. You could have flown away so many times, yet you stayed with me until the end. Thank you.
You shouldn't thank me. It was my bounden duty as commander. My only regret is that I couldn't do more. And that some decisions...
Please don't blame yourself anymore. There's no point. Now Koval needs you. Understood?
Yes, Mom.
Have a safe journey, Navik.
Thank you, yes, sir. And see you soon. Over and out.
Hopefully.
Finally. It's them. They're switching through the channels.
To all units in the perimeter, this is the Chief Navigator of the USCA Invincible Cruiser. We're preparing to land on Regis 3. Call code Sierra Alpha Romeo. Estimated time of approach, T-minus 20.
Searching for me.
To all units in the perimeter, this is the Chief Navigator of the USCA Invincible Cruiser. Please respond.
Hello, Invincible? It's Kondor here.
Oh, Kondor, we hear you. I confirm. We picked up your coordinates yesterday with a message from a member of the Interplanetary Commonwealth.
Invincible, I confirm. This is Dr. Yasna, the IC member.
Dr. Yasna, nice to meet you. My name is Rohan. Is it your message that we received?
Yes.
In that case, I'd like a confirmation. Are the rest of the crew still unconscious?
Hey, you.
Oh boy.
I confirm.
You. What have you done?
Ah, great. Maybe you could have strapped him down first. Well then, that was something. To be honest, I would not know what to think about this ending. So that's it, huh? Well, how long was that? About 30 minutes. Yeah, those are the comics. Well, I guess I got that ending. I'm assuming there's multiple endings to this, but I would probably not get around to do it. This was ridiculously long game that I just played. I mean, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad. It wasn't that good. It was alright. But I would not know if there would be any type of future for this game. Maybe like a DLC of some sort, or I don't know. Whoever companies that made this game, they're probably put more into this. Maybe not. I'm not entirely sure myself, but to me, I think she would have known if that Yasna, that's that chick's name. Yasna could have easily strapped him down or put him in one of those like hibernation chambers, bed thingies. He wouldn't pointed a gun at her. But shit did find them, and who knows could happen. But yeah. So I guess that is the end of this game for now. If they decide to make more DLC stories or whatever comes to mind. But yeah, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe, ring that bell, follow my Twitch channel, and I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.